The Moran family have been in aged care for over 55 years. We've seen a lot of nursing homes in those 55 years. Moran at Little Bay is by far the finest facility that I've ever seen. What makes it stand out is its location. It's situated right here on the bay, which is absolutely stunning. The building itself is built by Multiplex. The rooms are huge. For a nursing home, they're huge. The space, the lightness, you name it, this facility has it.
Every room is special and they've all been carefully designed. They're large, airy rooms. They've got high ceilings. We have rooms with courtyards that are leading outside. Some rooms have sea views and every room has the sea breeze coming through it. So it's wonderful for the residents in the evenings and in the mornings if they want to sit outside in their courtyards or in the gardens and have that breeze. The colours are all very tranquil. We have a resort-like feel here. We have the beiges. Residents can add their own colour to the rooms. Some of the residents bring in their own furniture. We have one lovely resident who was working with sewing in her previous career, and she has a sewing machine here and she's always sewing garments and making clothes. We have someone who has a piano in their room. So the residents actually are able to bring whatever they need to make this like their home, and we encourage that. The bathrooms are designed to be extra large, which gives residents a lot of room to be able to keep all their personal belongings in it, and there's no feeling of being cluttered. The rooms are different in design. We have large rooms and extra large. There is a lot of storage space and that's been designed with that in mind. Some residents who require more storage take on the extra large rooms. They've allowed for natural light into each room, so every room presents as sunny. Every room allows the sea breeze to come through, and the residents are happy being in that environment and often speak about how they enjoy being in such sunny, light areas. The area's all been designed so that when you leave your room, you go into areas where the corridors have skylights throughout them. They're very wide, which the families and our residents all appreciate. The atriums throughout the area, the dining rooms that flow into the lounge rooms that go out into the gardens. And it's all beautifully designed. And as residents and family come in here, they are thrilled when they see the design that's been so particularly carefully looked at, with residents' happiness in mind, and to be able to look at the gardens for them, which they're used to at home. We're very fortunate with the gardens because a lot of the residents here enjoy their own gardening.
Our biggest focus, however, is care. The facility manager alone has the reputation amongst GPs in the eastern suburbs as providing the best care there is.
Moran at Little Bay is a larger facility. It's a newer facility. It's more open and light and airy. On admission, we go through the process of what the admission is, and then we look at the care needs for that resident. We find out history of the resident, of what's happened in their home and what's happened in their lives, so that we can meet their needs on an individual basis. Then we often have meetings, usually 6 weeks after the initial admission process. We have a meeting with the family and just see where we're at and how things are travelling. I know my mum would be happy here, and I know I'd be happy to be here as well.
In addition to her, you've had directors of nursing, senior managers also involved in the facility. One's an educator, one's a lifestyle manager, and so you've got this unique team that are providing the very best of care to your loved ones. It's the lifestyles, it's the activities. You've got the physio, you've got a full-time physiotherapist on the staff. I don't know of another facility in Australia that has that. There may be some, but I don't know of it.
The message I try and get through to the residents here at Little Bay is that exercise is not a choice. Your only choice is what form that comes in. With the geriatrics, in particular the elderly patients, we try and concentrate on functional activities, and that can be the ability to get out of a chair, get out of a bed, climb stairs. We offer individualised programs. Some people program their maximum activity they can do is get up, take themselves to the toilet, or need help to get to the toilet and get back and sit into a chair for a couple of hours. That might be their maximum activity for the day. Other people, it might be a 3-kilometre walk along the beach. So we need to individualise each program to the resident that comes in, but we also offer group activities as well, where it's a lot more social setting and people seem to enjoy that a lot more.
You've got the environment, you've got activities, so the residents will be taken out on bus outings or just taken down to Little Bay itself. There's beautiful bushwalks, there's beautiful beach walks. They can swim, you can do all those sorts of things that your ordinary, even upmarket facility, aged care facility, just doesn't have. Moran at Little Bay it's really second to none anywhere in the world.
When you're getting along in years, there are a few things you can do as well as when you were young, and eating is one of them. In keeping with the Moran philosophy of only the best will do, the Australian Chef of the Year for 2010, Mark Best, will be regularly preparing his award-winning cuisine for the residents. Let's go in and meet him.
Well, I guess the cornerstone of our philosophy is, like a lot of other chefs, is the ingredient, and you can't get by without good ingredients, so we source the best possible ingredients and amplify, their natural qualities. And at the end of the day, we want the ingredient to sing on the plate, but we need to put our technique into that to allow that to happen. I don't associate my name easily with anything, and having met Mark and seen the facility at Little Bay, which is a absolutely state-of-the-art, care facility, I'm very happy to be involved in this thing. And there is, I guess, an altruistic, element to it, that I'm very happy to give whatever sort of comfort I can to the aged people in the facility.
In addition, you've also got family occasions. So we've got a top caterer who comes in, the family gets together, mum or dad may be too frail or too sick or unwell on a particular day to go out, so the families come to them. And if you don't want to dine in, come down here, bring the kids, bring the family. Picnics are provided, special picnic lunches each and every day, just line it up with the staff. So you come down here that might have teenagers, they'll go swimming while you visit mum and dad. I mean, how good is that? Then you've also got the local restaurants. You've got Danny's, who are going to be providing a seafood, famous Danny's, going to be providing a seafood fish and chips once a week. Old folk, they love that sort of simple stuff, so give it to them. You've got the local golf club where one old gent was heading off there last night with his wife. You've got that lifestyle that is very unusual for this type of high care, low care aged care facility. We have the latest of everything. We have the latest technology. You've got systems that monitor outcomes for residents that are really important. It means that the staff, the carers, can really be in tune with what the residents' needs are.
In the technological world we live in today, it's traditionally that aged care technology and aged care facilities are behind the times. But here at Moran at Little Bay, it's completely the opposite. We do offer the latest available technology in the rooms and throughout the rest of the facility. All our rooms are obviously Foxtel capable, and we have the latest nurse call systems available as well. It allows our residents to contact the nurse should a situation arise that's obviously not so nice and we need to get someone to see them as soon as possible. So we have bedside sensors, motion sensors within the rooms, and basically if they're moving around at night, we can know they're there before they know we're there. We've got sensors within the beds as well that detect when a resident's out of the bed, so if in the middle of the night that situation does arise, the nurse will be alerted immediately and they're in the room before you know it. We offer a Cisco telephony solution here. It's a state-of-the-art voice over IP system. Not many nursing homes offer that facility, but we do here. It allows us to locate any staff member or resident if we need to within the building should there be a duress event. Basically, once the event starts to occur, we can locate them down to the bedroom level and we can have a nurse or another person there to assist them instantly.
And while it's important to care for the physical outcomes, physio, the care staff, you also have pastoral care, a very important part of this stage of anyone's life, but also of an elderly person's life. So you've got the local chapel. It's beautiful. It's the dedicated Nurses War Memorial Chapel.
I used to be a doctor, used to be a GP, and while being a GP is a great job and it does help people, I went into ministry and became a minister because I believe that the spiritual needs of people are much greater, and I wanted to be involved in helping people in that area of their lives. The spiritual care of elderly people is just as important as any other person, and we try to get young people involved in that as well, and the elderly people embrace that wholeheartedly. They're enthusiastic, they love to be a part of it.
Anyone can afford it. Anyone who owns their own flat, their own apartment, their own house can afford to come here. Now this is really a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough in aged care in Australia because this type of facility was is and has been high-end. Now it's providing the very best for those who deserve it at a much more affordable price.